Hi Gemini Moons, thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Kim Carrot 144, very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Gemini, unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For your reading, I will be doing a 6-card spread, and then we'll get a major arcana, and then we'll get a card from the End of the World as We Know It deck, created by me, that has the lunar moon phases and zodiac signs. Everything has been pre-shuffled, so let's go ahead and begin. I do want to mention the moon is currently in the sign of Sagittarius and is in waning gibbous phase. I believe at 95.1% fullness, coming away from the full moon that we just had on the 31st of May. Today is June 2nd, 2026. This message is timeless. Let's get your first card for Gemini Moon. We have the 9 of Wands reversed. Tired of being tired. This will be about completions. I do get this being the ending of something. Wands being fire, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, and a fucus. And this has been a strong collective energy. Gosh dang, all I can think about is excursions, like vacations. So it could be that a lot of you are feeling possibly overworked and ready to go on a vacay. So allow what resonates for that also too. Strong Sagittarius energy. So with the moon currently being in Sagittarius, that could also be relevant for this energy here too. And just allowing that free-spirited energy from Sagittarius to kind of motivate one. Seeing the truth of a situation also too. Let's get your second card for Gemini Moon. I just thought about watering my plants, so that could be significant also too. Let's get the 2 cards here. We have the 2 of Wands reverse, the 7 of Swords. So 2 of Wands in reverse is about inaction. 7 of Swords, and this could be planning something. I get planning something here. Planning a trip, planning a travel, using methods, or being methodical, and just keeping your business to yourself. So I do get with the fire energy that's here, with what we have here. We do have going beyond, the energy of going beyond the 10 of Wands. So I get that being a sense of laying some burdens down and planning something. 7 of Swords. And then again, Wands is fire, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, and a fucus. Swords will be your energy. And then also Aquarius and Libra. 7s are about path energy, Libra energy. And then I'm getting like being in the middle of a process. Like 7s are usually on the pH scale, in between 0 and 14. And I'm getting having already started something methodical here and then going through with those plans, but keeping it to yourself. Let's get your third card. Oh. We have the 5 of Swords, 10 of Wands, Queen of Swords. Alright, so what I get here is taking your power back. When it comes to that 10 of Wands that was mentioned here. And then making sure you have what it is that you need and what you want. So cutting off what does not serve you And I just get it being related to what's here. And now what I see also too, there's a male-female energy that's here. I just get it being applicable to the cards that are relevant here with the masculine energy here, and then a feminine energy also being here too. And it just speaking to you taking your power back, dropping the burdens, utilizing that sword energy to be able to do so. Fives are about transformative energy, change. And then 10 energy is about endings. And we've already channeled that 10 of Wands energy here. So allow what resonates. And then Queen energy, the Queen energy from these cards, all 4 queens will create the Empress energy. So that'll be more of speaking to being in your power with what I got here and taking your power back. Realizing that you have been in a very heavy situation for quite a while and it's time to relax. That's what I get. This might be called vacation. I do have a possible channel title here for you, but we'll see what we get with the remaining cards. Let's get your 4th card for Gemini Moon. Alright, so with this being about not being left out in the cold, or I just get it being a part of the method that's taking place and going somewhere where it's warm. So then fives could also be Leo energy. Pentacles will be Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. But I don't really get that being relevant. I get it being exactly what I picked up. Going somewhere warm. Where you are going somewhere. So you could be somewhere where it's less warm and then wanting to go somewhere where it is more warm. That could be relevant to the reversal energy of the 5 connected to Leo, also too, with that being a fire sign energy. Okay, let's get your 5th card for Gemini Moon. Because you're responsible, practical, grounded, one who has taken very good care of their money. This is a loyalty energy also too. This is more Queen energy, so this will be more emphasizing energy towards that Empress energy. And then I'm also getting like being focused on where it is that you want to go, possibly doing some navigating or just allowing what comes to you to give you some ideas. But having your focus on what it is that you want and what it is that you want to do. And then beautiful energy of this upright energy of the Pentacles. Again, Queen will be a part of the Empress energy, and then Pentacles will be Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Let's get out of here. Focused on leaving. Where are you going? You're going somewhere. Chariot, 7 energy, and this will be connected to what's here. And then Libra energy, balance, being on the right path, allowing yourself to be guided. So that could be a part of what I was getting with the just allowing what is coming towards you, what you're magnetizing, being significant to this energy of the Chariot. This is a part of Cancerian energy, so I do get this being about self-love, nurturance. That comes through with the Queen of Pentacles also too. Polarity energy of the Queen of Pentacles with Capricorn energy is Cancer. Virgo will be Pisces. And then Taurus will be Scorpio. Next card, 2 of Swords. So I'm also getting this being a part of the indecisiveness, still having yet to decide where it is that you want to go. Knowing that you want to go somewhere, just not knowing exactly where. And so then I'm also getting that being a part of the thinking process with the 7 and the 2 of Swords, the 9 of Swords. We do have, for some reason, there's a lot of swords here and what it is that they're connected to. And I'm not getting the associations of all of these coming through, especially with this 5 of Swords, because we go beyond the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords will be very hurtful. So this could be like a healing process that's also taking place here. Being in the midst of healing, being on an angelic path, and going somewhere where that's going to help with that healing. All right, let's get your final card, 6th card for Gemini Moon. I just get this as being self-care, taking care of self. Okay, and then we have the Princess of Swords. And the Hierophant. So the onset of something new. And Hierophants are, I just get this being the free-spirited energy. Free-spirited energy of what it is that you believe, your truths, your beliefs, and what it is that you're doing as far as the self-care. What it is that you believe for yourself, knowing that you put in the work for something, and so you deserve the reward, and you're going towards that. And that's what I get here too. The masculine and the feminine energy, I get that being a part of what's here, connected to what's here, making that decision to take your power back. I get this being more of the free-spirited energy, the youthfulness that's coming from this Queen of Swords energy as a Princess of Swords. And then the Hierophant, 5 energy, being connected to this energy here, taking your power back, being in your power, standing in your truth and your beliefs and what you know to be true for yourself, the self-love and the nurturance, and then following through with that, being loyal and committed to that as well. Being committed to the journey and taking your ass somewhere nice. Swords will be your energy, and then also Libra and Aquarius. Hierophant energy will be Taurus energy. So this most definitely could also be connected to the security that was coming through with the Queen of Pentacles connect there, and having what it is that you need. Bottom of the deck, High Priestess. Listening to your intuition and doing what's best for you. And this will be energy of 2. This will be more of that Taurus energy. But we also have your symbol, the Gemini symbol, connected to this as well. So this will confirm a lot of you in this energy here, and you living your best life, doing what's best for you, being smart about it, being methodical, working the process out, and then seeing good results. In the long run, there is success. Very nice. High Priestess energy is also counterpart to the Hierophant energy, so I do get that being significant as far as the wholeness connected to the 7 energy. 5 and the 2 will create that 7 energy. And then this being about the embarking upon this, having that strong belief, and this just reiterating more of those beliefs as well with the High Priestess energy. This will be not only about listening to your intuition, but having strong spirituality from within, staying strong in that, and that being significant for you. This will be also strong Cancerian energy. Here's more of the balance with the yin and yang symbol, masculine and feminine energy, and that has come through here. Doing what's best for you. Beautiful. All right. Let's get your major arcana. I'm going to grab a tissue because my nose is a little run. I'll be right back. Okay. Thank you for being patient. I'm also getting to seeing the waters with this high priestess energy and the like trying to decide where it is that you'd like to go. Being dreamy and dream state also too. A lot of you may want to be near the water. Somewhere on a coast, on the beach. I do see that with the sun and then the water here. And this just being a part of that Nine of Swords that I was picking up here, and that being a part of the mental. And working this out and figuring it out. Like almost like planting the seeds. Doing what it is that you need to do for yourself as far as the nurturance and how it is that you water seeds, you give them sunlight. You do all the things that you need to do for that seed to grow. And I just get this being the seed that's been planted, that's now being nurtured to grow into something that you want for yourself. Beautiful energy. Let's get your major arcana for Gemini moon. Gemini moon. And then I got that song. I'm going to have to look it up. Your title, or the possible title that I got here for In the Long Run, There is Success. In the long run. I don't know who sings that. I'll have to look it up, and then I'll put that in the description box. Gemini moon. That's a lot of cards. We'll leave this here. We'll check out what's at the bottom of the deck. Temperance in reverse. I don't get this necessarily being about impatience. I do get this being a sense of divine timing, and divine timing working its way through. I also get, with the reversal energy of the Sagittarius energy, it being related to what's here with tired, like not necessarily being impatient, but ready to, like really ready to do some things and ready to go somewhere. And having this already in the mindset of what it is that you want to do. Like this being the motivation. The motivation to get yourselves into some relaxations and vacations is what I get here. Then we have the Emperor. So I do get this being that sense of more of taking your power back. Being a boss, an entrepreneur. This will be Aries energy. And also the Cancerian energy as well. So I'm getting being the boss in your own life. A lot of you could actually be a boss, have businesses, have strong Aries energy, or Cancer energy. We did have that come through strongly here. And with the Cancerian connect, I do get that being associated with the High Priestess energy. Next card, the Magician reversed, where I do get this being more connected to the reversal energies, where you may have felt blocked, like taking your power back and being in a position to make things happen, because there's been the energy of the block energy that I got with that Ten of Wands, and then that actually coming through here. This will be a card of Gemini. So it could even be this speaking to all the work that you've been doing, the heavy energy, the heavy loads that you've been dealing with. And this, in a sense, not necessarily blocking, but you being more focused on that. Being too involved in the work situation where, you know, it's time for a vacation. That's what I get. That's all I get. And then here we have the Aries energy with the 1, but then this also being a card of Gemini. And then here we have the Hierophant reverse. So I get the process of having that heavy load being a situation where it has taught one to be more committed to oneself. With you having the Hierophant and the High Priestess speaking to that balance, I just get the load that was being picked up here, and then also we see it here being connected to the Empress, or excuse me, the Emperor energy. Some of you could be Empress energy, embracing this Emperor energy, and then because you're so involved in that work situation, it's kind of kept you from the true beliefs of what you know to be for yourself. So getting yourself back into the groove of self-care and nurturance, because there's been too much of a load here connected to work and career. So doing the work that's necessary to get it where it is that you want. And then also I feel that involving a state of balance as well, given that we have the High Priestess with the Hierophant, the free-spirited energy with embarking on something new with the Princess of Swords connected to the Queen of Swords, and knowing how to, and learning how to cut this off, to have some boundaries. So it's also about setting boundaries as well. We'll keep this on the top because I feel that's important. Let's go ahead and see what's at the bottom. The Chariot reversed. All right. So being in this particular state, given that we have the Chariot up right here, this has kept you from that dreaminess of excursions and vacations. So it's time to go play. That's what I get. Doing the hard work that you needed to do, though, being in this Emperor mode in order to get you to where it is that you want to be here. And that'll speak to the in the long run. There is success. Yes. And these cards wanted to peek through. We'll go ahead and we'll see. Justice. Things balancing themselves out. This will be the Libra energy, the Scales energy, the balancing. You do have that here. I just get, because there's been an action, there's now action. You've done the work that you needed to do. 11s will also speak to balance. I do get that being like a double Gemini energy, speaking to a twin energy with the 1 and the 1, 10 breaking down to a 1, and then you have this 1 here. Those coming together to create the 2 energy of your symbolic energy connected to what's here with the High Priestess. And then that also being your symbol there as a representation. Also associated with Taurus, and then the overall balance energy of that yin and yang being here. And then behind the High Priestess, we have the King of Wands. So that's more of the action that I get here. I'm putting action towards yourself and your dreaminess. Being proactive about what it is that you want. And then I get the newness connected to also the sword from the Princess of Swords, and that embarking, the fire to the thought process. Listening to your intuition and then following through. Wonderful, Gemini moons. Again, where are you going? Gemini moon. One more card. Alright, and we have Cancer in reverse. This will be, I'm getting connected to this Chariot card here. And then Crescent, reverse. And Crescent moon energy, it's about foundation, resistance, resources, venture, gather, fortifying, prepare, filtering, externalizing, advancing, and expanding. So again, it's just speaking to the blocking energy that's been coming through because you've been so involved And this empirical energy here is an emperor. It's time to go play. I don't even know that saying, but the saying of all work and no play is coming through. However that ends, you can fill in the blanks for yourself, ad-lib it if you'd like. But I get this just being Spirit's message of reiterating the importance of really taking care of yourself and doing the work that you need to. But it's all here with your reading, so I get this being a play on what's here. And then let's see what's at the bottom. A fucus. All right, so I'm also getting this being a part of that in the long run. Just, you know, doing the work that it takes. Being meticulous, being methodical, being on the right path, getting yourself involved, and then becoming a major boss. Now that you've accomplished that, it's time to go have some fun. And so I get the Ophiuchus energy being about, because we have masculine here with the Emperor energy, which is very strong. Notice the delicacy of the feminine energy that we have here. And then once that has worked its way through, gaining success in that empirical energy with the Empress energy, you have the Hierophant upright meeting this with the High Priestess associated. So I do get Ophiuchus being a part of the end game, the long run. We ain't going nowhere. I wanna sing that every time it's here, like DMX. Well, I want to play myself, but that's where it comes from. What this is here, it comes from a DMX song. We ain't going nowhere. We right here. That part. And then we will show you. I get this being universal message, but also it being about the internalization of the power from within you that you discover upon yourselves when you actually do the true work. And then taking your power back, doing too much work, taking your power back to get yourself out of that, and then working your way into something that's going to be awesome for you here to maintain that beautiful balance from within. Every color for Ophiuchus, and then the color of the number 13 will be significant. I don't get that being associated with the Death card. I get that being more associated with the uniqueness of Ophiuchus and being the 13th sign. And then every color, you kind of see like that happening here with your reading. I do see elevation, going from root chakra energy, the self-work, going from root chakra to higher elevation, greater spirituality, greater withins, cleansing and clearing, as within, so as without. Detoxification also being important here too. But that's beautiful. This is beautiful. You can see the arrangement. Every color. Ophiuchus energy is very transformative energy. Very interesting too. I noticed the first card for your reading is an Ophiuchus card as well. I didn't mention that, but this is the Wounded Warrior card, connected to Ophiuchus being the healer, able to heal others, known to be able to heal others, but having quite the difficulty in healing themselves. You've done the work successfully. In the long run, there is success to know how to heal yourself. So applying this to yourself where you've been able to help others. Wonderful Gemini moons. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, it's coffee time. Gemini moons, this was your reading, and this does create a 4 of stability also too, but it's also that 4 right here of that stability and the connect to security, stability, the Cancerian energy that goes here. It all ties itself together. I love this. It's a beautiful connect. Have fun wherever it is that you're going, whatever it is that you're doing, what you're embarking on, and what is new for you that you have created for yourselves, doing the wonderful, wonderful work. Gemini moons, this was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers, and until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. Peace.